Greetings, everybody. This is the Strat-O-Matic Sports Network, and we have Philadelphia at San Diego, September 3 in our 1969 replay. I'll be back in a few minutes with the lineups.
I travel the world using a kite.
And Kathy Harden has arrived. We thank you, Kathy, for being here, and Happy New Year. Ron McGrath has arrived. Happy New Year, everybody. We have a double header today, but in different broadcasts. This one, Philadelphia at San Diego, and then Montreal at San Francisco at 5 o'clock. Deb Upcroft has arrived. We wish you a Happy New Year. And we have Mark Levine. We wish you a Happy New Year. And thank you all so much for coming here. As I said, when this game completes, which I expect it'll be less than 2 hours, I will have another game. It'll be the final game of this date, September 3, 1969. Montreal at San Francisco, and it matters for San Francisco, and Marichel's pitching, by the way. I'm going to plug in these fielding ratings, and I'm then going to start a pot of coffee, And then I'll go through the lineups and we will play Strat-O-Matic 1969 baseball. Bear with me, please. It will be Woody Fryman, the left-hander for the Phillies. He's 113. And Al Santorini, a right-hander for the Padres. He's 1-7. Back in a couple minutes with the lineups as I make coffee. Less than a couple minutes. Well, greetings, everybody. It's Jeffrey Guterman, and I want to wish everybody a happy new year. This is the Strat-O-Matic Sports Network. We made it through another year. I don't know what I would do if I didn't have Strat-O-Matic to play live on YouTube. I wouldn't even like playing it alone. It's the companionship, it's the social interaction. And I want to thank everybody for your patronage this past year. The coffee is being brewed. I must say that due to personal issues, which I'd rather not detail, I have been terribly depressed today and also anxious, but I am making a point of playing this game in hopes that at least will keep me occupied and distracted. Let's look at our opening lineups here. For the Philadelphia Phillies, it will be Johnny Briggs leading off in center field. Rojas at second. Dick Allen batting third at first base. Johnny Callison, the cleanup hitter, in right. Darren Johnson batting fifth at third base. Ron Stone in left field. Batting sixth. Larry Heisel is out today. Mike Ryan batting seventh and doing the catching. Don Money is the shortstop, he bats eighth, and Woody Fryman, a left-handed pitcher, batting ninth. He's 113. It is a very relatively meaningless ball game. This is the third of a three-game series. The Phillies won the first two, so they're on a little streak. They're last place in the NL East. For the Padres, it'll be Jose Arcia leading off at second base. Roberto Pena batting second at short. Ollie Brown batting third in right field. Nate Colbert, the cleanup hitter, at first. Ivan Morel in left field batting fifth. Batting sixth, Ed Spezio at third. Cito Gaston batting seventh in center field. Chris Cannizzaro, the catcher, batting eighth. And the pitcher, a right-hander, with 7 wins on the season, Al Santorini. And any moment now, we expect the Padres to take the field. And don't forget, and we have Kathy Harden for the Phillies. I think she's been with the Phillies each game this series and was very pleased. Don't forget, we have Montreal at the Giants. That's Candlestick Park. It's tentatively at 5 o'clock if we finish this in time. If not, we'll just start that game later. And don't forget, the Giants are in this race. They are 4 games behind Atlanta in second place. They have lost 7 in a row, including the first 2 to Montreal in the series, or the first game. I think it's the first 2 if they've played 2. Maybe they've played 1. And May's still not in the lineup. I'm going to be starting with some coffee here for this game, and I expect sometime, it's already 3 o'clock, I expect sometime later in this game I will move on to the other stuff. If you just wait a moment, the coffee will be brewing. And by the way, Juan Marichal is starting for the Giants, and he already has 22 wins. I have Swedish meatballs, which I'll put in the oven at 4. I'm gonna sneak a cup here. We're in San Diego, and the Padres have taken the field. There's Al Santorini on the mound, setting up the Padres defensively. Santorini pitching, Cannizzaro behind the plate, Colbert at first, Arcia at second, Spezio at third. It's Pena at short, in the outfield left to right, Ivan Morel, Cito Gaston, and Ollie Brown. And with that, we have a Chris Caracciolo who is rooting for the Phils. He will hear today. Johnny Briggs leading it off for the Phillies. In for the injured Larry Heisel. Playing center field for Heisel. And Santorini has finished his warm-ups. He's ready. Here's the windup and the pitch to Briggs. That's 1-9 against the right-hander, and he struck him out. 1 down. And here's Cookie Rojas. Here's the pitch from Santorini to Rojas. 5-10, he walked him. There is a very small contingent that makes loud noise here for Philly at the stadium in San Diego. So Rojas draws a walk from Santorini. He's on first, 1 out. Here's Dick Allen. Allen, a right-handed hitter. Rojas, short lead off, first, 1 out. Santorini from the stretch. And that's 1-6 right-handed. It's hit deep by Dick Allen. To left field, back to the wall goes Ivan Morel. And that is gone. A 2-run home run by Dick Allen to start off the ball game. And that has left the crowd quiet here. This San Diego crowd. Dick Allen, a big 2-run home run. Let's look at that again. It was off his own card. 1-6, right-handed, home run 1-17, and it was a 12. Two nothing Phillies. Here in the top of the first, 1 out, nobody on now. For Dick Allen, that was home run number 21. I think he's a little bit behind. He had 32, so yeah, he's behind pace. It puts him tied with Ernie Banks, though, in the leaders. Home run number 21. Here's Johnny Callison now with 1 out, nobody on. 2-0 Phillies, top of the first. Here's Santorini. 6-12, left-handed, grounds it back to Santorini. He is a 315. E15, 7-9. And he throws him out. So there's 2 away for DJ Darren Johnson. Here's the windup by Santorini and the pitch to Johnson. That's 6-10, right-handed. Grounds it to third for Spezio, and he throws to Colbert at first, and the side is retired. But there were 2 runs on a walk, and then the 2-run home run by Dick Allen. In the middle of the first, it's Philadelphia 2 and San Diego coming to bat. The Phillies take the field. Here's Woody Fryman on the mound, taking his warm-ups. It's Ryan behind the plate. Dick Allen at first, Rojas at second, Darren Johnson at third, Money at short. Outfield left to right is Stone, Briggs, and Callison. Leading it off for the Padres is Jose Arcia. Okay, Fryman is ready. Woody frickin' Fryman, the windup, and the pitch to Arcia. 2-8. He grounds it back to frickin' Fryman, who fields it and throws it to Allen at first, 1 away. Now here's Roberto Pena. Fryman already ahead. He had 12 wins real world. He has 13 coming into this game. Roberto Pena at the plate. 1 out, nobody on. Here's Fryman. And the pitch. 3-7. It's a grounder to short for Money. And Money throws it on the money to Dick Allen for the 2nd out. 2 outs, and here's Ollie Brown. The pitch from Fryman. That's 3-11 left-handed. It's a base hit to left by Brown. A 2-out single thrown in by Stone. Brown on first with 2 down. Here's Nate Colbert. From the stretch now, Fryman. 1-4, and he flies it to center, Colbert. And Briggs is under it. He makes the catch, and the side is retired, so it's no runs. 1 hit, the 2-out single by Brown, left on base. We've gone 1 here in San Diego. It's a 2-0 ball game. And hang in there with me, folks. I'm hoping that my mood will improve as we get going. Okay, the Padres and Al Santorini take the field. It's 2-0 Phillies on the 2-run home run by Dick Allen in the first. This is the top of the second. It's Ron Stone, left-handed hitter, to lead it off. Steve Aquilung has arrived, and we wish you a happy new year, Steve Aquilung. Thank you. Here's Santorini now, the windup and the pitch to Stone. That's 4-6 left-handed, grounds to second X. Grounds to second B, I'm sorry. And that's picked up by Arcia, who throws to first for the first out of the top of the second. And now here's Mike Ryan. One out, nobody on. Santorini is ready. And the pitch to Ryan. 1-6. Popped him up to short for Pena. 2 away. 2 outs, nobody on, top of the second. For the Phils, Don Money steps in. Here's Santorini. And the pitch to Money, 4-8, right-handed. And that is a ground ball to third. Oh, and it's stopped by Spezio. Nice play. Throws on to Colbert at first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Let's look at that again. 4-8, right-handed. Single 1 to 15. And it was an 18. Stopped nicely by the third baseman, Ed Spezio. He went to the Giants eventually. It's a 1-2-3 for Santorini. And we're heading to the bottom of the second. 2-0 Phillies. And here's Woody frickin' Fryman on the mound. Leading it off will be Ivan for San Diego. Here's Fryman. And the pitch to Ivan. That's 410 right-handed. Fly ball left field for Stone. And Stone is under it. One away in the Padres' home half of the second. Frickin' Fryman, yeah, that was coined by Charles Caracciolo. Ron McGrath. Don't make me try to feel better, will you? Here's Ed Spezio. Just kidding. Spezio, a right-handed hitter. Here's Fryman and the pitch. That's 6'5", right-handed. Grounds to short X. That'll be for money. A 327. He's an E27. That's 6'9", 10. And he makes the play. That was right on the money. 2 outs. Nobody on, and here's Cito Gaston. We wish you, Mr. Harry, a happy new year. We're playing Strat-O-Matic 1969 baseball, a fantasy card and dice game. And Cito Gaston steps into the batter's box. 2 outs, nobody on. Here's Fryman now. Steve for Philly. And the pitch, 411, right-handed. Fly ball left field. It's a can of corn for Ron Stone. And Stone makes the catch, and that's a 1-2-3 inning for that frickin' Woody Fryman. After 2, it's Philly 2, San Diego nothing. And this is the Strat-O-Matic Sports Network. Santorini retired the side in order in the second. He's also retired 5 in order. He'll face frickin' Woody Fryman to lead it off here in the top of the third. Santorini gets the sign from Cannizzaro. The wind-up and the pitch to Fryman. That's 5-6, right-handed. Fly ball center. And Gaston makes the catch, 1 away. And now Johnny Briggs struck out in the first. Here's Santorini now. The pitch to Briggs. That's 6'9", left-handed. Fly ball left field for Ivan. And Ivan Morel makes the catch. It's 2 away. Santorini has retired 7 in order ever since the 2-run home run to Dick Allen. Two outs, nobody on, top of the Phillies third. Leading 2-0. Here's Santorini now. 6'4", right-handed. That's going to be ground ball shortstop X. And that will be Pena, a 420. E20. That's 6-9-11. And he throws him out, and the side is retired. Another 1-2-3 for Santorini. And he has retired 8 in order. In the middle of the third, it's 2-0 Phillies. Fryman takes the mound. Leading it off, Chris Cannizzaro for the Padres. He was an original Met, if I'm not mistaken. Meaning at least he was on the 62 roster, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, please help me, God. Okay, leading it off is Cannizzaro. His first plate appearance today. It's Fryman on the mound. Here's the windup and the pitch. 2-11, left-handed, grounds it back to Fryman. And frickin' Fryman throws it to Dick Allen at first for the first out. And here's Al Santorini. Santorini is 6-NR, his first plate appearance today. Here's Fryman now, the pitch to Santorini. Right-handed hitter. That's 4-8, right-handed. And that's a base hit up the middle. He's a pretty good hitter. Got it off Fryman's card, though. So that's 4-8, right-handed. Singles. Briggs throws it in from center. So Santorini on first, 1 out, and Jose Arcia, the tying run at the plate. Here's Fryman now working from the stretch. The pitch to Arcia. 3-10 left-handed. And that is a re-roll. Probably won't help much, but yeah, it's a line out to third. We hate to make those calls, but there can be no ambiguity there. Arcia lines it to third, and it's caught by Darren Johnson. On a 3-10 single 1-3, and the thing was just on the side. Maybe hard for some of you to see at home. 2 outs now, Santorini on first. Here's Roberto Pena. Grounded to short in the first. Fryman. And the pitch. That's 5-10, right-handed. Catcher X. Those 20 die end up on the side a little more, as you would expect anyway, because it's a 20 die. It's catcher card X, and that's going to be Ryan at 2-3. It's a dribbler. See if Ryan can get this. Looks pretty good. 6-8-10. And he does. It's a dribbler in front of the plate with 2 outs, and that will retire the side. He throws it to first, no runs. 1 hit and 1 left. That was a G2 with 2 outs. And after 3, it's Phillies 2. And San Diego nothing. We'll be back in just a couple minutes. We're coming at you from San Diego here. Through 3 innings, it's 2-0 Phillies on the 2-run home run by Big Dick Allen. And Al Santorini takes the mound to start his 4th inning. And he's going to face Dick Allen. I think this will be my last cup. Okay, Santorini, Allen in the box. The windup and the pitch to Allen. That's 6-8 right-handed, and that swung on a base hit for Dick Allen, his 2nd hit of the ball game. Allen leads it off with a single. It was a 6-8 right-handed. Allen, a B being held. 1-10, he won't go. Here's Callison now. Oh. Santorini from the stretch, the pitch to Callison. 4-5 left-handed, grounds it to second. No plus. Garcia steps on the bag and throws it to Colbert. Allen doubled up. A double play ball, and it's 2 outs, nobody on. And here comes Darren Johnson now. That's the way I play it. Actually, there was no plus anyway. 2 outs. I think a plus would be a base hit. 2 outs, nobody on. Darren Johnson at the plate. Here's the pitch from Santorini. 6'4", right-handed, grounds to short X. For Pena, 420. 1-4, that's going to be an S2. That double play hurts now. Pena, E20. That's 10-11. It's going to be a clean S2 with nobody on, so it's a base hit. Jimmy Jam has arrived. It's Darren Johnson on first, 2 down. And here's Ron Stone. Okay, Santorini. The pitch to Stone. 6'5", left-handed, grounds to short at X again. Pena, 420. It's a G3. E20, 10-13. And he throws him out. And that will retire the side. Nice play by Pena. No runs. 2 hits, 1 left. We're in the middle of the 4th. It's 2-0 Phillies. Fryman takes the mound to pitch his bottom of the 4th here. This is New Year's Day afternoon, Strat-O-Matic 1969 baseball. Any football games on today? Let me go check. I'm talking real world. Football. No, doesn't look like it. It's not even Monday Night Football? Okay. Okay. It's Monday night. It's Monday, though. That's strange. Bottom of the 4th here, Woody Fryman. College bowl games, yeah. I'm not a college football fan. If you are, that's fine. Just not into it, never was. Fryman on the mound, it'll be Ollie Brown. I'm sorry, it'll be Nate Colbert to lead it off. Ollie Brown to lead it off. Brown singled, left on in the 1st. College football. All right. Here's Fryman now. And the pitch to Brown. 1-3, left-handed, fly ball left field. And Ron Stone gets under it. And there's one away. And here's Nate Colbert. Fryman, the windup and the pitch to Nate Colbert. That's 3-5 left-handed, and that's a drive hit out. It's a base hit for Colbert. Third single, third hit allowed by Fryman. Colbert on first with one out. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. It's 2-0 Phillies on the 2-run home run by Dick Allen in the first. And here's Ivan Morel. Here's Fryman. 4-4 right-handed, grounds to third X. Darren Johnson, a 435. It's an S1. E35. That's 5.67 E35. It'll be a clean S1 with a runner on first. And he will advance Colbert. A single that gets past Darren Johnson. Padres have first and second, one out. And here comes Ed Spezio. Okay, Fryman. The pitch to Spezio. 4-11 right-handed, fly ball left field. Stone going under it. He makes the catch, and the runners will hold. 2 outs. And here comes Cito Gaston. Fryman trying to get out of this. Tying run on base. It's 2-0 Phils. Here's the pitch to Gaston. 6-3 right-handed. Fly ball right X. Callison, a 2-4. 2-2. It's an S2. Oh my. E4. He's a good fielder. 8-11 on an E4. And it is an S2 with first and second. Colbert will score on the base hit by Gaston. Ivan goes to third, and the Padres score their first run off Woody frickin' Fryman. It is a 2-1 ball game now. It was a fly ball. Callison couldn't get that. You'd be hard-pressed to find many right fielders who could. Maybe a one could. And Chris Cannizzaro comes up in a clutch situation here. Two outs, Gaston on first, Ivan the tying run on third. Fryman trying to get out of this. Here's the pitch to Cannizzaro. That's 6-9 right-handed, and that is a base hit by Cannizzaro, a clutch single, and Ivan comes home with the tying run. Gaston goes to third. It's a 2-2 ball game. Let's look at that again. Looked like a changeup. Cannizzaro hit it beautifully. 6-9 right-handed. Triple 1-6. Single the rest. It was a 19 base hit, 2 asteroids. And that brought Ivan home with 2 outs. That was a real clutch. In fact, the whole rally is a clutch. The scoring rally. Gaston with the run-scoring single to bring home Colbert with 2 outs. And Woody frickin' Fryman getting hit here in the 4th. It's a 2-2 ball game. And here comes Al Santorini. Santorini singled himself left on in the 3rd. 2-2 ball game. Okay, Fryman. The pitch to Santorini. That's 1-6, and he chops it to second for Rojas. He fields it and throws it over to Dick Allen, and the side is retired, but 2 runs. How do you like that? On 4 singles and 2 left on, and we've gone 4 innings. And it's a 2-2 ball game here in San Diego. And we hope you're enjoying this ball game. My name's Jeffrey Guterman, and I appreciate the patience. And the understanding, folks. Trying to get myself better. And I'm going to start with the other stuff right now. And no one can take that away from me. Nobody. Nobody can take that shit away from me. It's a great frickin' game, Ron McGrath. YouTube Jeffrey Guterman. Oh, can you imagine someone who doesn't know me who comes in here and says, "What the hell is this? Guy smoking weed during his Strat-O-Matic game. What the hell is with this guy? Some old guy smoking weed. He's all gray." You gotta look at the humor in some things, folks. Oh. I had a strange dream last night. I was in an airplane and the pilot flew the plane upside down. And I knew he was doing it, but it didn't feel any different. Just one of those strange dreams that you have. Well, look at that. On New Year's Day, let's not forget though that this game was played in real world on September 3, 1969. It's the second to last game. The next game we have coming up, which will probably be close to shortly after this one, but in a different broadcast, the Montreal Expos at the San Francisco Giants. Wegener for Montreal and Juan Marichal with 22 wins for the Giants. Mays is still out. And that'll be the final game of this date of games, September 3, 1969. We're going to move to the top of the fifth, and it's going to be Santorini on the mound. It's anybody's game now. 2-2 ball game. Mike Ryan will lead it off. It'll be Ryan, Money, and Fryman for the Phillies here in the top of the fifth. Okay, here's Santorini. The windup and the pitch to Ryan. That's 6-7 right-handed. Grounds it to second X. That's going to be for Arcia, 322. Whoa, E22. That's 6-9. And he throws him out. So Ryan is retired. And here comes Don Money. Santorini. He gets the sign from Cannizzaro. Here's the pitch to Money now. That's going to be 412. Right-handed, hits it back to Santorini. He's a 315. E15. That's 5-10-13. Oh, and he throws him out. 2 away. Nice play by Santorini. 2 outs now. And thank you, Mike Terranova. Yeah, oh, that's a nice wish for you, from you. And wish me mental health, sir. I've been very depressed and anxious today for personal reasons. And it's going to be Woody Fryman now. Woody frickin' Fryman. He flew to center in the third. It's 2 outs, nobody on. It's Santorini. And the pitch to Fryman. That's going to be 6-3. Right-handed. Fly ball left X. Ivan. 317. That's a D2. Fryman. Six. Oh, shit. That's a D2E1. And that's going to be a double and an error. Fryman ends up at third. How do you like that? An error. It bounced in the gap. And Ivan Morel made an error in getting the ball. That puts Fryman on third with 2 outs. And Johnny Briggs in a clutch situation. Very, very tough play there for the Padres. It was well hit by Fryman into the gap of left center field. And Ivan Morel came to it, got it, and then booted it. Booted it with his feet. Almost like an involuntary response. And that puts Fryman on third, 2 down, and Briggs in a clutch situation. And the pitch. That's going to be 6-11 left-handed. Fly ball right now. Anything with these outfielders. Oh, but Brown is a 2-8. It's going to be an F2. There's 2 outs here. E8. E8, 5-10-13. And he makes the catch. We could rely on Ollie Brown there. And that will retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, the double by Fryman. And the error. Left on base, left on third, middle of the 5th. It is a 2-2 ball game. How do you like that? And it's Woody frickin' Fryman will resume after he let up 2 runs on 4 hits in the 4th. Yeah, appreciate it, Mike. Isn't that interesting? Charles, incorporates, sure, we like to bring creative flares to the game. We all do, or most of us do. Here's Woody Fryman. This game is all tied up 2-2. And Arcia leads it off. Here's Fryman now. 1-4, grounds it to first. Allen scoops it and takes it to the bag for the first out, 1 away. And here comes Roberto Pena, 0 for 2. Fryman. Three 9 left-handed, chops it to second for Rojas. And it's 2 outs. You're right, Mike Terranova. In fact, on X, formerly Twitter, Hal Richmond's New Year announcements were made, a text-based post, and I don't see any new card and dice sets. There is a Golden Gems, but that doesn't do anything for me because I don't think it's realistic to play against people from different eras and different sets. And Strat-O-Matic has alluded to that. It just, to me, you got to play, if you want maximum realism, you got to play within leagues, within years of a common set. That's just the way I feel. But if you enjoy it, by all means, don't take that as that it's meaningless. Here's Ollie Brown now. Oh, the 80, you're right, Mike. The 84 season, absolutely. You are exactly right. That's a redone. It's brand new insofar as it's super advanced, I believe, for the first time. I also believe that the basic cards change. I looked at a Seaver 69 basic, original, versus a new one. And I'm almost positive that they were different. Although I can't be sure, because again, I tell you every time, don't be too certain in life. You know what I'm saying? In some contexts. I have found out the hard way how wrong I was about so many things. Here's Ollie Brown now. 2 outs, nobody on, and the pitch from Fryman. 2-4, left-handed, chops it to second. Rojas over to Dick Allen. And it's a 1-2-3 for Woody, who looks a lot better there than he did in the fourth. We've gone 5. And we suddenly got a ball game here. I am seeing now that I have a 5 p.m. game starts, but I see it conflicts. I should have known better. I see it conflicts with Steve Aquilon, who has a game. So I'd like to propose to all of you that I move my game up to, let's call it 6:30. that way, there are no conflicts, and if he goes beyond 6:30, I'll just move mine up. I will wait on that. Any objections to that call? I doubt there would be. Any objections at all? We're gonna head, if I'm able to. I don't even know if I'm able to play a game at 5, the way I feel. I'm just in a state of shock, partly also, and I'm trying to wake up and get out of it. Wake up with reality here. And I want to apologize because if any of you are visiting, watching this broadcast, my channel, for the first time, you might be thinking something about what's with this guy. Well, I'm I'm just a very, very unusual guy. Okay? There's people worse off than me. So fortunately, I don't feel, that helps. Sadly, that helps. So that's what I'll do. I think I'll switch this, and let me do that now if you don't mind. See how quick it is. We'll switch it to 6:30 this game. And there's no promises with this game. I don't even know if I'll be up to it. I may even change it. I might start it and then just do other stuff, you know. There it is, 6:30. I don't like to knowingly conflict, and I should have known that. There's no reason why. There's plenty of hours in a day. Plenty of freaking hours in a day, people. And we're gonna continue this ball game. And look at this, it's a 2-2 frickin' ball game. Let's stop talking about me and whatever. Let's get into this. It's 2-2 in a meaningless ball game. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Between two last place teams. And it'll be their last meeting. Phil's took the first 2 of this 3-game series. Dick Allen hit a 2-run home run off of Santorini in the first. It was 2-0, and then with 4 singles and 2 outs, Padres scored 2 to tie it up. So we're gonna be looking now at an Al Santorini, who is going to start his first endurance inning. Ain't that special? And Nate Colbert, what the hell? Cookie Rojas will lead it up. Hey folks, don't take me too seriously. Okay? Just like I'm trying not to take my own feelings too seriously. My dread, my fear, my angst, anxiety. They're just feelings. They're not facts of the way the world is. You just try to chill out. Okay, Al Santorini is on the mound. He's facing Rojas now. Rojas walked, came home on the home run by Allen, and he grounded to short. Here's Santorini. 3-9, right-handed, taps it back to Santorini, who throws it to first for the first out. Rojas is retired. Here's Dick Allen. Santorini's been very tough since he has been tough since he allowed that 2-run home run to Dick Allen. It's 1 out, no one on. 6-6 right-handed, fly ball right. And Ollie Brown makes the catch. 2 away for Johnny Callison. Santorini. That's 4-7 left-handed, and he walked him. So Callison draws a base on balls with 2 outs. And now Santorini will face DJ Johnson. It's DJ at the plate, and the pitch from Santorini. That's 2-10 right-handed, grounds it to short, fielded by Pena, who throws to Nathan Colbert, and the side is retired. No runs, no hits, the walk to Callison. And it's going to be the frickin' Woody Fryman trying to keep the Phillies in this ball game here. Fryman's first endurance is the 7th, mind you. Did you know that? Maybe you did. Woody Fryman died 13 years ago. He was effective on the Tigers when they won the championship, the Divisional East in '72. And he also helped the Expos reach the playoffs in '81. I don't know if that was a wild card or what. I don't think they had a wild card back then. He retired to his tobacco farm in Kentucky. His first year was 66, so he's still a relatively young man. And leading it off is going to be one very, very dangerous young man, Nate Colbert. Colbert's about the best player they have on their team. He has some power. Now, this year, he didn't start hitting them too much. I think he had 24 home runs. But he got into the 30s years later, and he's a 2 at second base. He can run. Okay, Colbert steps in the batter's box. Okay, here's Fryman now. The pitch to Colbert. 6-6, fly ball center. And under that is Briggs. And that's 1 away. So we moved that game to 6:30. I think that'll give me a time after this game to make myself some Swedish meatballs. in case you didn't hear, there will be Steve Aquilon with his 1966 replay at 5 p.m. I had inadvertently, I would not do that. We had the Montreal at San Francisco scheduled for that time, and then only to be reminded that he usually does them at that time. And we'll gladly move it up. Here's Woody Fryman now, facing Ivan. Here's the pitch. That's 310 left-handed, grounds it to third for DJ. And he whips it over to Dick Allen. Two outs. You know, Allen once said in an interview that he never saw anyone hit a ball, the word he used was harder than DJ Johnson. And that's some high praise coming from a Dick Allen. 2 outs, nobody on here in the Padres' home half of the sixth. It's a 2-2 ball game. And Ed Spezio steps into the batter's box here. Okay, Fryman. And the pitch. 210 left-handed, whatever, hits it to Fryman, who fields it and throws it on over to Big Dick Allen at first. And that was 210 left-handed. That's exactly what that was, 210 left-handed. You look that over there, and it says ground ball pitcher A, irrelevant with no one on. And that's another 1, 2, 3 for Woody, and 7 in a row. So Woody has settled down after allowing those 2 runs. We've gone 6, and we're in San Diego. This is a 2-2 ball game. And this is the Strat-O-Matic Sports Network. And I'm Jeffrey Guterman. And for some reason, you are here. And it doesn't really matter why. It really doesn't matter. Frickin' Fryman. Oh, yeah, I want to see that, Ron McGrath. Ron McGrath, I want to read that. I saw something about dicks. Come on, we can use a little humor here, you know, as long as it's this sprightly use and have some fun here. I hope Kathy wouldn't mind. We'll keep it within a, you know, we don't need to make Kathy feel uncomfortable. I think she'd be more uncomfortable that we would censor ourselves just because of her. So that's okay, Ron. I see you retracted it. And I respect you quite a bit to want to do that. Do whatever the hell you want. Burn the place down, I don't care. We're going to be heading to the top of the 7th, and this will be the second endurance inning for Al Santorini. Al Santorini, he's still alive. Played in about 6 seasons. Al Santorini. I remember him vaguely when he was, but not more than vaguely. I think it's more I remember remembering him, but I don't remember what, except that that was his name. His name is Al Santorini, and he is still alive. No one's making any funs because you spelled it wrong, Ron. And Mike makes such a good point. No one is making fun at spelling errors. So, but suit yourself, sir. Suit your frickin' self. And it's Al Santorini's gonna get ready to pitch. We got a ball game here. It's 2-2 now. We got a ball game. I think I'll throw that Swedish meatballs in the oven. I think I'll just make one. I think 2 is way overboard. Learn to not stuff yourself. All right, I understand a little bit of it. Got a little break in the action here. I hope you all don't mind. I take a break for about a few minutes here because I'm doing a behavior I'd rather not do simultaneously with this game. And we'll get back. Actually, it is a good game. Just be a few minutes. So there's Al Santorini. He's still alive. He was 8-14. His ERA was 3.95. He had 30 starts, so that tells you something. You ordered a pizza. Domino's? Oh, Lord. Domino's. Yeah, that wasn't too bad. But it doesn't taste, it doesn't look or taste or smell or feel anything like one made in a pizzeria. It's a little better than frozen pizzas that you buy in a store, but it's not much better. I got Swedish meatballs. Yeah, I don't blame you, Mike. I don't blame you. I do not blame you at all. But I do enjoy looking at players and looking at we had a place called Pizza Pub. It was in our own town, and it was great. Pizza Pub. I could tell you a story. One of the co-owners or workers, whenever I would walk in, he'd always say, he was Italian and he didn't speak a lot of English. He'd always say, Jew. Jew. And I would look at him and not say anything, knowing that that's his problem. That was one form of anti-Semitism that I experienced, but I haven't experienced much, except occasionally, every blue moon, I'll get a guy on X, formerly Twitter, make a remark. That's not so bad, though, compared to what other people, if you're Jewish, depending on where you live, but actually other minorities. And so it's my way of having some empathy with black people, Hispanics, Asians of different types, Japanese, Chinese, whatever. I feel that it's, for only that reason, it's a good thing. And I never responded to it. I'm just finishing up my behavior right now. And I'm gonna get back to this ball game. I have a Montreal at Giants game, and it's important because the Giants are only 4 behind Atlanta, and I do intend to start it at 6:30 or when Steve's game ends. And at least start it, and then I may go off into something different, and I may even retitle it that way. Maybe I could have done this yesterday or before, a review of the year or a New Year's message followed by a ball game. A New Year's message followed by a ball game. I'm not going to ingest any more cannabis until then, because Jesus, I don't want to be whacked out. I am just about ready. Brooklyn famous pizza truck. Well, wait a minute, Mike Terranova, you should know pizza better than anybody here. You run pizza. What is the best pizza in New York? Or at least one of them, or a couple of them. And while he's pondering that, your truck. Boy, would I love to try some of your pizza. So we're gonna get back to this ball game now. Well, both pitchers doing very nicely tonight. Santorini for the Padres frickin' Wow, I'd like to try that. Frickin' Fryman. And I like sausage pizza that has round, it's a little smaller than a $half sized. I don't like them like in the munched up way. I like them actually sliced off a sausage. King Umberto's. And Al Santorini, who's still alive, on the mound, pitching his second endurance inning. He's really been good ever since he let up that home run to Dick Allen. And here comes Ron Stone to lead it off. It'll be Stone, Ryan, and Money. Here in the top of the seventh, it's a 2-2 ball game. Okay, Santorini is ready. Here's the pitch. That is 1-7 right-handed. Base hit to right for Stone. A 239 hitter. Really, Kathy Harden. Really? There's a pie with my name on it, Charles. Well, I'll tell you all, if any of you, if ever I get to any of your neck of the woods, which I doubt, I will announce it on this channel, and then we can make arrangements to meet up. Maybe even play some Strat-O-Matic. And Kathy, that includes you. If I'm ever in the Connecticut area, I don't know if you'll want to play Strat-O-Matic, but have some of that pizza you're talking about. And if any of you come to the Southeast Florida area, whether it be Palm Beach, Miami, or where I am, Fort Lauderdale, let me know. And I'll be more than glad to welcome you to Studio B here in the heart of Fort Lauderdale. Big Louise isn't too bad. But none of it is like what you get in New York, and now I'm hearing Connecticut. Well, Santorini has allowed a base hit to Stone, and that's going to bring up Mike Ryan, the catcher. Ryan 0 for 2. That's 3-7 right-handed, and he struck him out. And that's the second strikeout for Santorini. He struck out Briggs to start off the game. 1 down. And here comes Don Money. And frickin' Woody Fryman frickin' sitting on that on-deck circle. Here's Santorini from the stretch. 3-10 pops him up. And Spezio makes the catch. It's 2 away. And here comes that frickin' Woody frickin' Fryman. With 2 outs and Stone on first. 6-10, right-handed. Grounds it to third for Spezio. And he throws it on over to Nate Colbert. And the side is retired, so no runs, 1 hit, 1 left. And it's the 7th inning stretch. And look at this ball game, a 2-2 ball game. I don't know anyone here for San Diego. Phillies looking to sweep probably their first sweep of the season. And here's Fryman now to face the bottom third of the Padres order. Cito Gaston will lead it off. That's 2-5 left-handed. Walked him. So Cito Gaston is on first. And that brings up Cannizzaro. He bunter, but we got Santorini up next. Six-eight right-handed. Grounds it to short. That's going to be money to Rojas, to Dick Allen for a double play, 2 outs. And here, they're going to have Santorini hit here. It's a 2-2 ball game. Both pitchers doing very nicely. The pitch from Fryman. That's 1-8, and he grounds it to second for Rojas. Over to Allen, and we're heading to the 8th. I see that we are encroaching on the 5 p.m. hour. That's the witching hour for... He did die 3 years ago, I know. Unbelievable. Steve Aquilon at 5 p.m. We'll continue this game. That might be good if it breaks in, and then we'll move the other game to tomorrow. Here's Santorini now. Facing Briggs. Top of the 8th. Here's the pitch. That is 210 right-handed. Fly ball to right. And Ollie Brown is under it. 1 away. I'll tell you, we wouldn't expect this kind of pitching with these two teams, the two of the worst two teams in baseball. Here's Rojas now. That's 6-12 right-handed. Grounds it back to Santorini. He's a 3-15. Whoops. Okay, it's a 10-3. Sometimes that can't be avoided. A reflex, you move it. Otherwise, we would use it. 3-15, 10-3. E15, 3-6-7. And he throws him out. 2 away. And here's Dick Allen. 2 for 3. 2-run home run. All the scoring for the Phils today. Here's Santorini now. And that's 5-7 right-handed. Struck him out. Oh my, Santorini. 3rd strikeout, 1-2-3 inning. We're heading to the bottom of the 8th. You never know, we may have extras here. Both pitchers pitching very good games here in the middle and now late innings. Top of the order for the Padres, and it's going to be Jose Arcia facing Fryman. 2-2, bottom of the 8th, Padres batting. That's 6-7 right-handed, grounds to second X. That will be for Rojas, 2-18. E18 on Rojas. 5, 8, 9. And he throws him out. So Arcia 0 for 4 today. Here's Pena 0 for 3. Oh, Lord help me. 1 out, nobody on. Here's Pena now. Fryman, the windup and the pitch. 2-9 left-handed, and it's a base hit by Pena. Roberto Pena. A 2-9 against left-handed, and that was a base hit. He is the go-ahead run. with one out, and it'll be Brown, then Colbert. Unless, of course, Brown doubles. Brown, 1 for 3. Here's Fryman now. The pitch to Brown. That's 3-5 left-handed. Base hit, Brown. Pena, rounding second, goes to third. So Fryman is 1 hit and or walk away from fatigue. He went all the way in this game in real world. Only Wilson should not be used. And he's in some deep crap. Some deep frickin' crap right now. Turk Farrell is warming. We've got about 12 to 14 minutes left until we would suspend this broadcast to yield for Steve Aqualung at 5 p.m. he's scheduled. 1966 replay. And then we will resume when that game is completed, or 6:30, whichever comes first. Or whatever. First and third, 1 down for Nate Colbert. Fryman, love to get Colbert to do a ground ball here. Infield is back. Here's Fryman now. And the pitch to Nathan. 3-6, oh my. That's a fly ball to left. That's going to be deep enough for Pena to tag. Stone makes the catch, and here comes Pena to put the Padres ahead 3-2. Oh, let's look at that again. It was a 3-6. Colbert against a left-hander. And that is a fly ball left. B as in boy. So it's 2 outs with Brown on first. And Ivan Morel. They'll keep Fryman in because he still has endurance. Here's Ivan. And the pitch from Fryman. That's 6-12 right-handed, and that is a liner to short, caught by Money. Oh, a beautiful catch by Don Money. The side is retired. So it was a run for the Padres to put them ahead 3-2. Fryman still with endurance, and it's Al Santorini who's going to try to win this one now. It'll be Callison, Johnson, and Stone. Here's Callison. Okay, Callison steps in. Santorini has gone all the way, going for the win, complete game win. Here's the pitch to Callison. That's 6-7 left-handed. Grounds to second X. That will be Arcia 322. 3-3 S1. E22. That's going to be 10-12 E22. Oh, and he boots it. Oh, it's an S1 E1. And that will be a single and an error for Callison to lead it off, putting Callison in scoring position. Oh, my. And here's DJ Johnson. He can tie the game with a base hit here. DJ now. Santorini and the pitch. That's 6-6 right-handed. Fly ball right field for Ollie Brown. One away. And here's Ron Stone. And there's going to be a hitter for Ron Stone. It's going to be Rick Joseph. Rick Joseph. Coming in to hit for Ron Stone. Boy, this goes right to the wire. And if they tie or go ahead, coming in to play left field will be Rich Barry. And we're not bringing Heisel in yet. He didn't play. Let's see if he, wait a minute, let's see if he pinch hit or something. I should be able to treat myself to something like that if it's available. Some reason he's out this game. Baseball Reference. Rick Joseph pinch hit for Dick Allen. Geez, I don't know why that is, and stayed in to play first. Maybe Dick got hurt. He plays the next game, so doesn't really matter. It would be Rich Barry, though, coming in. So he did pinch hit, Joseph. And here he is now. It's Callison on second, John with one out. Santorini trying to wrap this up. Here's the pitch to Joseph. That's 2-5 right-handed, and it's a drive hit out to center. Whoa! It's going to be extra bases. And Callison comes home with the tying run. Oh, my Rick Joseph. Oh, Lord Rick Joseph. Oh, my. Let's look at that again. That was as clean as a baby's ass, too. It was a 2-5 right-handed. And there it is. Double center field, no asteroids. Doesn't matter. Callison comes home. That'll be 2 hits against Santorini. Roberts and Bolchin pitched in real world in this game. Bolchin pitched last game. And if they're going to pull that kind of shit in real world, I'm going to have Gary Ross warming up in the bullpen. Gary Ross one more hit or walk, and Santorini is fatigued. It's a 3-3 ball game. Joseph on second. He's the go-ahead run for Ed Spezio, and still only one out. I'm sorry, Ryan. What the hell am I doing? Ryan, Mike Ryan. Okay, Santorini. The pitch to Ryan. 5-9 right-handed, hit well by Ryan. Going back to the wall is Ivan. And Ivan makes the catch, and he throws it in. Almost a perfect strike into the catcher, Chris Cannizzaro. And that'll be two-way. Joseph holds. He didn't even throw it to third. 2 outs now, and here's Don Money. And if we do, we're going to suspend this game in less than 4 minutes. If we do continue this game, we'll do it at 6:30 or later if Steve Aquilung's game goes beyond that. It might, an hour and 3/4, 2 hours, you never know. But Don Money is the batter, 2 outs. Joseph's still on second. Here's the pitch. That's going to be 5'9" right-handed. Whoa. It's hit deep to left. Oh, my. Back to the wall goes Ivan, and he makes the catch. Oh, Lord. That's going to be it for Santorini. The side retired, but 1 run on the single and an error. Hit by Callison. The error was by Jose Arcia. Johnson flew to right, and then Rick Joseph hitting for Stone. Doubled. And Christ almighty, I'm not going to bring Rich Barry in. I'm going to bring Rick frickin' Heisel in. I'm going to bring frickin', I don't care why he's out. I'm going to bring frickin' Heisel in and have him play center, and I'm almost sure Briggs can play left. Yes, he can. And he will. He frickin' will. So it is a 3-3 ball game, and Fryman will come out to pitch the ninth, the bottom of the ninth. Santorini technically still in this game. My name is Jeffrey Guterman. This is the Strat-O-Matic Sports Network. We're going to now make way for the Steve Aquilung program. And I'll be back 6:30 with a continuation of this frickin' ball game. Stay strong, everybody. Stay well. And I'll catch you at that time.